quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Do not kick it to 22. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown out over the field, it's popped up in the air. Expect someone to catch it. Don't know whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies and not part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they probably have to punt it away.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Well, it didn't take a investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start running defense a heck of a lot better after throwing the 2nd interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his...
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The Packers at 2-10 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players, and even
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Second and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Packers take over at their own 13-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is fielded at the 7. call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Let's take it at around the 40. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Here's Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wilson will throw again. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Giving his man, it's Williams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
first down. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 3rd down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Matthew Bryant on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Wilson wants to throw it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And complete once again to Watson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession.